Hello and welcome to part 3 of the A-10 tutorial series, where we'll be making the engines and the landing gear pods. So let's get into that. And I'm going to start out with just focusing in on the fuselage. Make sure that's all focused in on. And we'll go ahead and make these pods right here first. So I'm going to hit Shift A and I'm going to add in a cube. And I'm going to hit F2 to rename it as landing gear. Oh, landing gear. Landing gear pods. Okay. And now what I want to do is I'm going to hit S to scale it down. Oh, whoopsie. S to scale it down. And S to scale it down. And I'm going to move it right here. Like this. And we'll start the modeling. So I'm going to hit G, Y, and move it right about here. And then I'm going to hit Tab to go into edit mode. I'm going to select the top face right here. And I'm going to hit G, Z, and move it up. Now I'm going to select this front face, and I'm going to hit E, S, Z, scale it down, G, Z, and S, Z to scale it up, and just get it to, oh, what did I just do? Okay, G, Z, move down, get everything to look good. Oh. Okay, and then for this last one, I'll hit E, P, or M, and at center to merge it. Then I'm going to select this back face right here, and I'm going to hit E, and then I'm going to hit S, Z, and scale it down. Then I'm going to hit E, then I'm going to hit S, Z, and scale it down to right here, then G, Z, and move it up. Then like this. Very simple. And now it is like that. So, pretty sound. And now we can go into top view. And I'm going to hit Alt-Z to go into this view right here. And I'm going to hit A, G, X, and kind of move it like this. And then I'm going to hit Alt and select this one. S, X, and scale it down. Select this one, S, X, scale it down. Select this one, definitely S, X, and scale it down. And G, Z, or G, Y, and move it forward. This one always has trouble with its scaling. Okay, good. Now what we can do is we can rename, oh, I already did. Okay, I'm going to add a modifier, and I'm going to call a subdivision surface modifier up. And I'm going to hit Tab to go back in edit mode. And I'm going to hit Control R, and I'm going to kind of just model this into what it's supposed to look like. Kind of just, oh. Kind of just crease this up. Now we have a fairly complicated thing, but it looks great. And I'm gonna right click and select Shade Smooth. And that's the end of the landing gear pods. But you know, actually this back is looking pretty darn big, so I'll just scale this down really quick. Something doesn't look right. Oh, don't just check the blueprints if it doesn't make sense. then correct it. And if you can't correct it, no big deal. Because nobody cares. Usually. Maybe you care, but nobody else cares. So, this looks good, okay? Right? So, good. Nice and cool. So, we're gonna add in a mirror modifier and set the mirror object to be that mirror object. And, yeah, now would be a good time to restart your blend file. So, might as well do that really quick. Okay, we're back. And, what we want to do is we're going to start making the engines. The engines that power the aircraft and make sure our pilot doesn't choke from the altitude. So we're going to hit Shift A and add in a cylinder, and we're going to rename this as engines. Okay, why is everything turning green? What if I rename this as engine? Okay, I'm going to name this as engines. Engine, I'll name this as main engines. Interesting. The name, oh. Well, see, now that it looks like, okay, I'm not thrilled with this random mat cap. I'll do the material. Okay, I'm just gonna call this engines. And now I'm gonna hit R, X, and 90, and then Control A and rotation. Now I'm gonna hit S, scale down, and then I'm gonna G, and just kind of move it right here. Like so. And now it's kind of looking like an A-10, but let's add a mirror modifier right here. So I'm going to add a mirror modifier and select that object to be the mirror object, as you know. Always good to have. And I'm going to go into the side view, and I'm going to hit G and move it right here. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Now I'm going to tab into edit mode, select this front face, and I'm going to hit E, S, E, S, E, G, Y, and I'm going to move it forward. Then I'm going to hit Control B. Oh, whoops. I'm going to leave it like that for right now, okay? So I'm going to select this face right here. And I'm going to go into X-ray mode. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to move this down, kind of scale it up a little, maybe? Good. And I'm going to hit R and kind of rotate the entire engine like this. Then I'm going to have this face selected. E, and then E, R, and then S, G, R, S, Control R, then S, and now that's like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tab into edit mode, select these two front faces, then I'm going to hit F3, and I'm going to search for a bridge, and I'm going to select bridge edge loops, or the hotkey is Control E, bridge edge loops, there it is, yeah, that's right. And then I'm going to select this thing right here, and I'm going to go to side view, Control B, and I'm going to bevel it to right here. And now this is really looking like an A-10. It's recognizable as an A-10. It is an A-10, okay? So I'm going to, right here under add modifier, I'm going to hit edge split. And then I'm going to right click and say shade smooth. And now this is looking nice like an engine, okay? But I'm going to add another modifier and say subdivision surface modifier. That's right. Always got to get the subsurf in there. But before the edge split, so I'm going to move this right here. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna hit Control R and add a little thing right here. Gonna scale it a little bit. Okay, so our A-10 engines are looking like A-10 engines, except that this is not far enough. So I'm gonna hit Control R and move them right here all the way to the edge. Perfect. Now what we can do is we can just let our engine cowling sit there. I'm gonna name this engine shell. What does that do with the mat cap? Oh, that looks better. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna hit Shift A. I'm gonna add in another cylinder, and I'm gonna rename this as engine core nozzle. I think that's how you spell nozzle. I don't care. That's a nice color. RX90 S, and I'm going to move this right here, and I'm going to hit G and X and move it right here. Then GZ, move it up. And I'm gonna select this face right here. And G, R, S, and boom. You have the engine core. However, it would be nice if we could just bridge these. By the way, a really good tool to use is called Loop Tools. Loop Tools, it's an add-on right here. So I'll just bridge this, right? Or not. And I'll just hit I and then bridge it. Now it looks good. Okay, shade smooth and add in an edge split modifier, and you have a nice engine core. And let's make that fan blade right here, okay? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit Shift A, we're gonna add in a sphere, and we're gonna call this fan blades. Oh, that's an interesting color. And then we're gonna hit R, X, and type in 90. Control A, rotation. S, scale it down, move it right here. S, until it's about right this size. Then we can hit G, X, and move it into the middle. Then we can tab it to go in edit mode, focus in on it. Select this, E, S, E, P at center, or M at center. Scale this down a bit. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna select every other one of these, which is boring but crucial because there's no other way to do this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna select individual origins, and then I'm gonna hit E to extrude them all out to right here. And then I can just kind of, GZ. Okay, and now what I can do is I'm gonna select all of these edges right here, these front ones, because we're gonna twirl them to make this, to make them into fan blades. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. And then I'm gonna select this back to median point, and we're gonna hit R, Y, and we're gonna just rotate this. Okay. And this will look a little bit weird, but trust me, nobody's gonna notice it on the render. So we're gonna hit A, or add modifier, and mirror, set the object to the mirror object. Beautiful. And then we're gonna hit shift, we're gonna add the modifier, and it's gonna be an edge split, and then we're gonna shade smooth this thing. And now we have lovely engines. Isn't that nice? Then we can kind of move this forward a little bit. Good. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so add a mirror modifier to this one, too. Perfect. Okay, we have the engines. So that's the end of part 3. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to be notified when part 4 comes out. And don't forget to save your blend file, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.